This is demonstration number 2 in my Folding Frenzy project collection. This is our fan. It's held together by a piece of tape and it's got some long ribbons. I like to use a thinner foil paper for this, but we had such a good time this year we used it all up. So I used large construction paper. I think this is probably 20 by 24. I had to fold it to get it into my chopper. And then I think this is probably about 7.5 inches. Doesn't really matter what size it is, so long as the dimensions are such that it is longer, significantly longer than it is high. And you can just look and see what kind of paper you have, test it, see what works best for you. But I really do prefer the thin foil paper. This is the basic fan fold all the way up. This is one of the basic folds you want to teach your kids. And what you really want to emphasize is going slowly and folding carefully. I tell them for all these projects, if you go fast and sloppy, it's going to look crappy. If you fold slowly and carefully, it's going to turn out great. This takes a little more effort because it is a thick construction paper. A thinner paper folds much more quickly and easily. Fold it all the way up to the top, being as consistent as you can be. A lot of times with the beginners and the younger kids, their folds are too wide, maybe they're crooked, or they're uneven. The nicer the fold, the nicer the end project. When you have a shorter piece, you can maybe do the folding, flipping like this. Sometimes kids like to do it that way, but when you've got a lot of paper in your hands, it can be tough to really do that flipping with a big piece of paper. So now we have a nice fan fold. I always tell them if they're doing it wrong, we always look at the edge and I say it should look like a zigzag. The whole thing should be zigzagged, not rolled. And I will show you some mistakes they make in a minute. You can do many things with the fan fold, but a quick and easy finish for a nice fan is just using some tape. And colored tape, I think, is nicest. You can use just regular masking tape. This project in my Folding Frenzy unit when we're just really concentrating on folding. So I don't do any decoration of this paper, but you could certainly make this fan a project in itself and decorate the paper before you fold it up. You can see that opens up real wide. The bigger the ratio you have of long to tall, the more of these folds that you are going to get. The more square it is, you're going to get a much skinnier fan that just doesn't open it up as long. I like to finish them up by tying some ribbons on the end, but you know, the variations of things you could do are really endless. I have some ribbons. You can tie these on. A way I like to do it that I think is really tidy and strong, I tape it halfway and then fold it down, wrap around, fold over the top. And then you've got these nice ribbons hanging down. There you go. So there you have a nice folded fan. Mistakes to avoid. The number one mistake is instead of fan folding, and this mistake gets made a lot if they're flipping it by this method, when you are like flipping the whole thing back and forth, is instead of getting in a zigzag, they start rolling. And so when they bring it to me and it's all trapped in there, that's when I say, okay, you need to make sure that you've got a zigzag. You always have to zigzag. Be careful that you're not rolling. But that's okay. We can fix this very easily. Just unroll it and do that zigzag fold. Another mistake that you get is just floppy folding which is just a hot mess. So you just have to get them to back up, smooth it out. Because of course, once it's all fan folded, all those wrinkles won't be noticeable, and try it again. And of course, the third mistake they make is just doing their fold just too big. You want to stick to an inch or really 3/4 of an inch. This still works. It still makes a fan, but not as nice as this fan. One of the advantage of these projects is that they're pretty quick and inexpensive, and so it's very easy for students to do one, see their mistakes, and do another without wasting a lot of time or expensive materials. My goal here is practice, practice, practice to get the best finished project you can. And the fan itself is not the end goal. What I'm wanting is for the students to develop skills that can then lead to new ideas, different ways of thinking. What else could you do with a fan fold? Be sure to check out all of my folding demos. I think there's going to be about 9 of them. And also the Master Folding Frenzy video, which explains the whole unit and gives a quick summary of all the different projects. I'm posting my whole curriculum online, hopefully in the next year and a half. So be sure to subscribe if you would like my entire curriculum of elementary art K through 5.